This is DevOps with Azure. Like we are going to demonstrate DevOps by using Microsoft Azure. DevOps is the practice of operations and development engineers participating together in the entire SDLC lifecycle from design through the development process to production support. So this is the entire architectural diagram for this DevOps flow, which we implemented by using that Azure. We are going to demonstrate how fast we can deliver a new feature to our consumer with Azure DevOps. Yeah, this is the Microsoft Azure new portal, where we created one application with three environments like test, QA, and prod. So these are the three application which was hosted and running on cloud app services. You can see that TCS admin portal for test environment, TCS admin portal QA for QA environment, TCS admin portal prod for production environment. Yeah, this is the DevOps patient app where we don't have search feature. Now we are going to implement that search feature, and we can see how fast we can publish the changes to prod through that multiple environments. Yeah, this is the team services board where we can board in that we are going to add one work item by stating our new functionality, that is implementing search functionality, and we created one work item here, and we are going to implement this functionality, and we are associated the changes to this work item. So this is the team services code where we have application is present in that web job collection, and we are going to implement the search functionality. Like here you can see like app, under that we have template. So there we under templates we have the index page, so where we are going to modify the code for enabling that search feature. Okay, now here we are implementing that search functionality, and we are changing the button color from default to success. So, and we are pushing the changes by associating that work item. So the moment we checked in the code here, so we can go and see that build tab here in team services. So once the code is getting pushed to that server, so we can see the build under queued build. So if you see that timestamp here just a minute ago, the build has started.
So now the build is in progress, and we can see there are a number of steps associated to that particular build. So right now the our team service is trying to get the code from the source control, and then it's trying to build it. So now we can see all the workflow items are done, and that is NuGet package management, restore, building the solution, and testing the assembly. And also it's published the symbol to the repository, and now it's dropping those repository assemblies into the repository. And here we can see some other details how this is going to give a detailed information about the build process. Now I am showing the summary page where the user can see the build, any issues, or if there is any check in a change sets associated to that particular build. And then here we can see the timeline. So here you can see how much time it's taken for each and every step. And here we have a code coverage. So once the build is completely done, so you can see the code coverage, and here is a test. So right now the build is in progress. So once the build is completed, we can see the complete detail about that unit test cases. Yes, the build process is completed, and here we can see test coverage and code coverage. So we have 4 unit test methods. Out of that, 2 passed and 2 are not executed. And then here you can see how much we covered the entire code by using unit testing. Deployment slots. So right now it's deployed to test, and the remaining processes are pending.
Yeah, the moment the build process is completed, once that artifacts are published to the draft folder, the release management cycle of the DevOps will start. So here, if you see published artifacts are deployed into that test portal, we can see that the deployment was succeeded, and we can see that feature that we have implemented, the newly implemented search feature in that test portal. So if you see that the same thing in this QA, so which was not there, because if you go to that release board of that team services, so which is waiting for that QA approval. So the moment the test was completed, so mail will trigger to that appropriate QA manager, so he can approve from that his mail, or you can come to this team services board where we can see that approve or reject. So and here once that testing is completed, and you can give that sign off. So here we have one more feature, like if you want to publish that latest changes to QA, so you can do it, or you can defer to that future date, like selecting. So, we are what to say, approving at now itself. So here we have one more thing, so we can keep that multiple approval, or single user approval. The moment QA manager approves, the release management of QA cycle will start. Yeah, the moment the QA manager approve the build, then the QA process is in progress. So once this QA process is completed, we can see the newly implemented search feature in that QA site. The same things will be happen for this prod also. Like if you see here, like it is waiting for prod. So once that QA is complete, it will wait for that production site. So the QA release pipeline execution was completed. So we can see that newly implemented search feature in that QA portal. So the QA is completed, and the prod manager is approved that prod one. Then we can see, like here in release management, where we have prod deployment is succeeded. So the new feature which we have implemented for that portal, now we can see it in production portal. Okay, so now we browse that prod portal, so where we can see that newly implemented search functionality in that prod. This is the how fast we can move that new feature from development to that production environment, from that all DevOps cycle.
Now both CA and CD is completed. Now this is the place where we can see complete statistics about the release plus complete workflow management. So here you can see different widgets on a sprint. So how many stories are pending, and how many bugs were raised. And here we can see that release statistics, and the the current release is 25, and we can see it's all are deployed till prod. And then here we can see how many stories are assigned to each individual associate. And then this is a report where we can see that how many tests passed and failed. And and here we have a place where we can add a custom link. So here we integrated Power BI report link to this dashboard. Let me move to Power BI. So this is a Power BI we integrated with team service. So with the help of Power BI, we can visualize entire activities in team services. So here in this you can see product backlog versus bugs, and another one is product backlog versus bugs plus work item. And we have other reports where we can see how many files were added, how many files were checked in, and each individual user. So basically these informations are pulled from the team services, and that will be represented here. And let me go to other reports. So this is a report where you can see the different users, how many files they checked in.
Yeah, from requirement gathering and developing the code and pushing the changes into that server, and which will run that all build, integration and test process, including that code coverage and all. So the implemented feature, we can see it in from requirement gathering board to that live in a span of time with the help of DevOps with Azure. Thank you.